there are a lot of opportunities in the market for SAP EHS. So the people who wants to shift from code to SAP EHS. Still there are even till today. I'm getting calls that there are a lot of openings in Saudi Arabia and all those things. Coming to the salary increment, coming to the IT field, the growth in EHS core field is very less. Only certain A plus companies are giving good packages. Whereas coming to SAP EHS part, so the salary range is if it is 10 lakhs in core field, then in SAP it is like around 100% high compared to the core field.
Okay, Harish, thanks for joining and congratulations on the new job. And this interview that we are doing right now is basically to create information video for people who want to make a similar switch from the core industries towards the IT, and especially for people because we specialize in SAP EHS, right? So it's especially for people who are coming from the core safety field, who are working as a safety engineer or supervisor or a coordinator, and they want to know like what are the things we need to study and is it possible for them to switch. Okay, so this is our objective here is to create a video that provides them enough information about that. Okay, so I'll be asking you some questions and be as honest as you can. um, okay, so to start with, Harish, I just want to understand that what kind of schooling you had, what kind of degree you have done, and what kind of courses you did in safety, and when did you start working? Like, where have you worked till now, and what has been the different kinds of positions you have held? Okay, so if you can give me a brief description about you, I mean, that would be amazing.
First of all, thank you, GetSkill, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Harish Yalal. So I am from Hyderabad, Telangana. So I have completed my graduation. I have done my BTech in Hyderabad and schooling as well. So I have done my BTech in mechanical. Soon after mechanical, I have done safety Nebosh course. Then I got placed into various organizations, power plants, metro rails. My job profile is to do the risk assessment, conduct the job safety analysis, and lot of stuff doing safety risk assessment, hazard identifications. So I used to do a lot of system work over there. So somehow I got to know that SAP, most of the Middle East countries are moving towards SAP. So I thought to learn SAP because we as an end user we used to do some incident reporting and DMS reporting through SAP channel. So I thought, why not learn this SAP functional part as well. So through the LinkedIn, I have got to know this GetSkill institute. Then I contacted them. So they were very friendly, Manish and Monica. So I joined GetSkill soon after. So the training was about 2 months.
All right, Harish. So thanks for that introduction about yourself. So as you said that you did your BTech from mechanical and then you did some courses in safety and then you started working. So just wanted to ask you like how important was your courses that you did in safety? I mean, how important were those certifications in the longer run, and especially when you move to IT? And another question people have is that they want to know about the authenticity of, the SAP certificates that they are getting from different places. Is that even required? Because in my opinion, that is not required. So, whatever happened with you in interview, you can like explain about that.
Yeah. So earlier even I have a question that do you for doing SAP course do I require NEBOSH or IOS certification? But I have attended at least almost 5 to 6 interviews, but no one has asked me about the core questions about NEBOSH or IOS. They only asked about SAP only. So only the person who has been working in EHS, which is a, like core or domain field, so he might be having an experience of 1 or 2 year. Okay, only they will take the experience part only. They will not ask like certification parts, nebosh part, or which diploma you have done. Only they are concerned about the SAP part only. Okay, if you have a certificate, that is an added advantage. But for doing SAP course, there is no requirement for nebosh or any kind of certification course. If you have experience and some other certificate course, that is only added advantage. Might be in future to know some of the other modules. But as far as my knowledge, there is no not requirement of any certificate course. Only SAP is good for us.
Okay, so just another question basically here. Uh, so we see a lot of students discussing about their core experience, like will it be considered or not. So we have people
Yes.
coming from usually between the ranges of 5 to 15 years, and they're worried that their
Yes.
previous experience will become zero and they have to start as freshers. So just want to understand, because now you're going to join into IT recently, very soon. Okay, and
Yes.
you're moving from a core industry to an IT industry, and that's why we want to understand from you. Uh, did they consider your previous experience and your previous salary and the new salary that you are going to get? Obviously, we want to understand, is it lesser than the previous salary, or did you get a proper hike over the previous salary?
Yeah, coming to your first questions, definitely they have considered my core EHS experience because what we do in the SAP is they will consider EHS experience as well. So I have a total 9 years of experience. So they have considered my EHS 9 years of experience as well. So no need to worry that my experience will consider as zero or it will be starting from zero. No, if you're working as a EHS core core field, then that is enough. So that is enough for attending any interview. That is enough for attending any applying for any job in any portal. Even in LinkedIn, we will find many job profiles for this. Coming to the salary increment, coming to the IT field, the growth in EHS core field is very less. Only certain A plus companies are giving good packages. Whereas coming to SAP EHS part, so the salary wage is if it is 10 lakh, it is 10 lakhs in core field, then in SAP it is like around 100% high compared to the core field.
All right, Harish. Thanks for that information. I mean, it was really informative to know about the experience that was considered in the new job and all of those new things. Okay. And now what we want to know from you is that, so obviously when you were looking to learn SAP EHS, you would have browsed through a lot of institutes. And obviously when someone new starts to look into this field who has just heard the name SAP EHS and doesn't know about what SAP EHS is, they would obviously go to Google and search for some institutes, right? So just want to know from you, what was your journey through this searching experience, and how did you land into our institute, and what are the things that one should be aware about while so that they don't get scammed by any other people. So
Yes.
if you can give us some information about that.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So first of all, I should thank GetSkill because got a very good institute like GetSkill because a lot of my colleagues has got scammed because of some fake institute. Okay, so by searching by googling, they have seen a lot of institutes. Okay, initially they have shown them multiple colors and they made them to pay the amount in 50%, 100% only to get the server access. So I have seen this. I have evidence it is myself. Okay, by seeing them, so I got. Apart from that, I got to learn. I got to get get skill from LinkedIn profile. Uh, there, I have contacted Manish over there. So regarding the payment terms, they were very friendly for the payment terms, even as well as the server part as well. Okay, so anytime I used to ping them, they used to respond. Even for any queries and any question and answers. So as far as my previous experience in SAP EHS. Coming to by seeing my colleagues who were scammed for some other very big institute, not small institutes. They were maintaining websites. They were maintaining a lot of stuff. So they have a HR team. They have a many teams, but they don't have proper trainers first of all. Okay, but Manish and Monica, so they have done a very good job. Okay, so not a single day. So if my class was around 8 o'clock, sharp 8 o'clock, class used to start, and class we used to go on 1 to 1.5 hour. So without any gap or anything, so they have finished my course in 2 months only because of that, and the material they have provided. Because of that only, today I have got the job in SAPHS.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for that. Thanks, Harish. I mean, thanks for the appreciation. Okay, so I just want to know about this. Maybe I just want to put in some input from myself. So what happens is, we have a lot of local institutes here. Okay, there are obviously some really good institutes in India. Some of them are in Hyderabad, and you know, and now in every major city we have good institutes, but it is very difficult to find the good ones. The reason for that is,
Yes. What I personally evidence on this is there are very good institutes, but there are very less trainers over there. Okay, so people will schedule the interview. They will give the server access, but what happens? But the server doesn't work on time, or the tutor will not be coming online. So many problems I have faced this.
that happens because a lot of institutes, they are just you can say corporate offices. They do not have trainers. Okay, so they will first onboard students, and then they will look for trainers on LinkedIn or any other place through their contacts, and then the trainer, they obviously there is a sharing of revenue between them. So trainer doesn't get a lot of such a big amount, and he's not that interested in finishing the course for 2.5 months. It's a lot big commitment actually to teach every day for 2 months, or even on weekends. Okay, so that happens. I mean, a lot of times course doesn't complete. A lot of our students that we receive, they come from other institutes, and the fees is also pretty high. We charge 20 to 25,000. That's the maximum fees we charge. And uh, other institutes, I've seen people charging over 50K also sometimes. So
Yes.
I mean, that's another thing
Yes,
that
yes, the course which you have told that 20 to 25 is very reasonable for a CP student, for a HS student. But even as I have seen that the course that some corporate companies, they will be starting from around 45 50. Okay, simply on the basis of server, they will be charging only, and even the server access they will be providing only for 1 month only. But GetSkill, I think you have provided me for 3 months, so which is a very good
yeah.
part. I should appreciate
And we
for
are
that
very proud of
actually.
our servers because it is pre-configured, so you don't
Yes,
have to.
not a single, even it was configured. Yes, even that is a good part. Okay, so we can easily see by seeing the configuration part. Okay, we can easily learn.
Yes. I mean, especially for modules like incident management, risk assessment, you need a lot of configuration to be available, even to use those applications. I mean, that's what, and we have the only server that is configured in India is with us. Every other server is not configured. Also, see, there is one more thing. Like students who are coming into this training, they do not know what is ECC and what is S4HANA. So even if someone sells your course by saying it is S4HANA, they will still continue teaching on ECC, because these are very new modules, right? I mean, the S4HANA plus incident management and EHS on S4HANA, these are extremely new. There are very few people who work on this.
Yes.
We are the ones, I mean, who have done a lot of implementation on this, and that's why we are able to impart this knowledge. But this is something that we are imparting on the latest system. In your interviews, Harish, so when you were there, how important was it to have that S4HANA knowledge? Not exactly the ECC, the S4HANA. Did they talk to you about S4HANA initially?
Yes. Yes, for HANA, for incident management and for risk management and incident management. So they have asked me for S4HANA all the regarding all the Fury applications, and what are all the paths, and what are all the configuration part, and what are all the types of incident types, and what is the process, what are all the regulations. So S4HANA, they majorly they'll be asking about what is the specification. Sorry, what is the configuration, and what is the location path for general configuration, and what are all the process configuration, and what is the investigation steps, how do you assign the investigation steps, and all those things.
Okay, Harish, thanks for the insight into your interviews. So I just want to understand more about that. And before that, I would really want to talk to you about the learning journey. How did we plan the course? How did the classes went on? How useful was the content that we delivered? Okay, did you need any other material other than what we delivered to you? Plus, once you answer this question, then I'll proceed to the next question. Okay, please go on.
So, okay. Yeah. So the material which was provided by the GetSkill team. So they were prepared the context of all the modules step by step. So in the front end and back end, so they used to give what is the process first of all. So suppose in incident management, what are all the roles, what are the categories, and what is the process, and what is the investigation process, and what all the information needs to be done for incident near miss and observations. So step by step, the process they have been shown me and they have been delivered in the class. So the same thing has been asked me in the interview. So like what are the groups of incident, and what are all the regulations, who was the people involved in the airways reporting, and what is the location path for creating any regulations, and what is the location path for going configuration part. So all this step by step, the get skill team has given me in the Excel sheet format, as well as in the recording class in the GetSkill application. So whatever the questions which I have been asked in the interview, so everything was given me in the class sessions. So apart from this, so they have helped me in preparing my resume and building up my resume, and I have uploaded the same resume in the Naukri portal. So as soon as I have started uploading my resume, so I started receiving calls for SAP EHS Consultant.
Okay,
So
Harish. So
a lot of calls.
about this resume also. So before we can come here, okay. So about the course, right? Most of our the content that we create, it is mostly focused on how to clear the interview, right? And I'm sure it would
Yes,
have helped you because we also go through
yes, yes.
those interviews
So
because we ourselves
yes,
are
yes,
consultants.
yes,
Exactly, and
yes.
that is whatever
So
we are teaching
yes,
is latest in the industry. So just wanted to know a little bit more about that. So which modules were the interviewers more focused on? So you have given like how 5 to 6 interviews already. So which modules were the interviews focused on, and what kind of basically on all the interviews, which was the most asked module, like from my experience, it would be incident management and product safety. So, please go on.
yes. So basically, they used to start with the business process. So as soon as I explained the business process, they used to ask about the incident management. And apart from incident management in S4HANA, they used to ask about the emission management, which is called as environmental management. They used to ask what are the regulations, and how do you do the regulatory list, and what all the listed substance, when how do you do the calculations, and how do you do the input variables, all those things. Moving to the ECC version, so they'll be asking a lot of questions in product safety and basic data tools. How do you prepare the property tree, and how do you do the phrases, and how do you do the specifications, and what are all the listed substance, and what are the phrases, all these things. So basically,
Yeah, yeah. Right,
they
right, right.
used to ask more about the product safety as well, apart from S4HANA, incident management, and environmental management. So yes.
Okay, okay, Harish. I mean, now we know about your the content that we delivered and how useful it was for you. What we want to understand now is that after the uh, the other part of the training. Okay, once the content was delivered and we helped you in preparing the resume, and we prepared you for the, basically we gave you the initial idea like how the interview should be going on. Okay, now we want to know is that how difficult was it for you to get the interviews? Okay, after the training and the resume that they prepared for you, and the tips that we gave to you for how to upload the resume, how useful were they, and did you get interviews because of that? And how many interviews did you get? Basically, how were the interviews starting? Like, were they difficult? Obviously, you were rejected 4 5 times, right? And so
Yes.
the whole journey, and like what kind of things the student should be doing other than what we teach. Obviously, there is a lot of practice involved here. So, just please give us a highlight of all those journey.
The resume which I was got from GetSkill, so they were highlighted what are all the modules they have been trained and what are all the server I have been working that. So depending upon that, so I have got my first call after 1 month of completion of my course through a multinational company. So initially I was scared that what all they'll be going to ask, but it was went smooth because they will be asking about incident management. Then they have asked for product safety. So they will be asking for the business process. So what is the business process? What is the business and what are the configuration part you will be doing in product safety and what are all the integrations part, all those things. So all these things initially GetSkill team has already while teaching they have provided the information. They will be asking you this and these questions. What integration part? This is the definite question you will be getting. So they will be highlighting Q&A while happening the sessions. So I used to remember, so this question is important, so I used to remember when someone asked before the interviewer asked me the question, I used to tell her answer this. So this is the important part in product safety. So all these tips by receiving through the GetSkill tutors. So I did a lot of practice using pen and paper, because in product safety there is a lot of for doing it properly and some specifications and some integration parts you need to do practice. However, in incident management it seems to be very easy, but if you do not practice for more than 3 to 5 days, you will forget everything. But you should not lose hope by getting rejected for 1 to 2 interviews. You need to do more hard work. You need to listen all the classes what GetSkill has been given. So as soon as I finished the interview, so if I have failed to move to the second round, I used to go through the GetSkill videos, so which they have provided me. See, so even till today also, if I got some time, I'll be listening videos of GetSkill. So they were very useful to build up my growth in SAP EHS. Yeah,
Thanks, Harish.
that
Thanks.
is
And
enough.
yeah, so like there are some of our students and other people also who have been trained by other institutes. What they usually do is once their training is done and they start looking for jobs on LinkedIn. So there will be some people who will have profiles. They will call themselves HR recruiter and internal recruiters and all those profiles. They will have followers in multiple thousands, like 40 to 50,000 followers, and they'll keep posting fake updates. Job openings in Middle East, job openings in SAP for freshers, and all those things. And when people approach them, they will ask you for money to set up the interview, right? I
Yes,
just want to
yes,
understand from you the journey that we have been through, like you have been through, and all our students. We prepare a resume for you after the training, okay? And we give you some tips like how to upload that on Naukri.com or on Monster Jobs or any other portal. Is that enough? Or, I mean, what I want to educate people is that they do not need to pay any money for any interview, especially into SAP HS. There are a lot of jobs available, a lot of interviews are there, and you will get it easily. So,
yes,
is that true?
yes. See, yeah. Yeah, Manish, as you were telling, so there are a lot of opportunities in the market for SAP EHS. So the people who are wants to shift from code to SAP EHS. Uh, Still there are even till today. I'm getting calls that there are a lot of openings in Saudi Arabia and all those things. So people need to be very much careful that whether it is of paid or whether it is of genuine. Okay, so if you have done a SAP EHS course, that is very good enough to get a interview call. There is no need to pay a single penny to any institute or any third party. Okay, you should only listen the classes, and you need to practice on a daily basis. At least spend 1 or 2 hours in practicing the SAP uh, in the server. That is very good to get a job in SAP EHS.
Yeah. Also, there is one more misconception here. So we have discussed about the degree, right? You need a graduation. Okay.
Yes.
Some of our students, I've seen a person having diploma also getting a job, but that depends on the company, like if they want to hire along with the degree or not. Okay,
Yes.
that's something that we
Yeah,
cannot
that
confirm.
is something different. Yes, yes.
Yes.
The criteria of that company is different.
Yes, yes, yes. Each company has a different criteria. All these are private companies, obviously. So another thing that I was, and then we discussed about the other certifications that people do usually in safety and how
Safety,
they are not
no.
important for SAP jobs, right? And what we need is
Yes.
SAP knowledge and not the NEBOSH or any other certificate.
Not the safety certification parts. No one will be asking. No
Exactly,
one will be.
exactly.
No one has asked it of me.
And one more thing,
Only
like
they have been
people,
asking what is your experience into EHS. That's all.
right, right, right. And then, people are also worried about the SAP certificates. I mean, so did anyone ever ask you about any SAP certificate, or were just focused about your knowledge?
Trust me, no one has asked me about the certification course. Only they were concerned about EHS part. Nothing else.
Yes, yes, and that's
That was SAP
something that,
EHS. That's all.
right. It's true about all the, you can say, technologies. Okay, people, right
Yeah.
now, people are just focused about if you know the technology or not, and not exactly how many certificates you have gathered. Even if you have 10 or 20 certificates and you don't know about SAP, that is not going to help you get a job.
That is not going to help us. Yes.
Exactly. And okay, so another thing, Harish, like, so how was the practice? Like, how did you used to practice? I mean, SAP EHS, and like, how useful was the contact with the institute? Did you get the proper support to get the servers and notes even after you were completing the course?
Yeah, see, it's been so I have joined in the month of I think April 2023. So in next 2 months I'll be finishing 1 year. So till now we are in touch. So it shows how friendly is GetSkill tutors. So I think this is the self-explanatory thing, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And all right, thanks, Harish, for that. But yeah, okay. So anyhow, what the content that we deliver, and through our mobile app and through our website, I think we are the only institute who has that kind of technology to give you the online classes available even after you're done. Mostly the people are still working on Google Drives and all those things, but
Yeah,
anyhow.
yeah. So I have seen the GetSkill is the only course they provide you the server access for 3 months, and they provide you the recording classes, and they provide you the Excel sheets, what are all the question and answers, and the most important thing, what is the process of all the modules. That is the most important. Without that, okay, you cannot even go second step also. So that is more important, what is the process, and as well as anytime support. So anytime I used to get doubt, so they used to help me, they used to clear the doubts. Okay, even when I was taking the sessions, even after completion of my course. So any day they were friendly, and they have supported for any if any openings were there, they used to share them in the group as well.
Thanks, Harish. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, Harish, thanks for that information, and thanks for appreciating us. But okay, let's focus more towards the interview part now, and about the job that you have got now. So now you will be an SAP EHS consultant, away from the field work, and obviously, I think that would be a good thing. You will have some relief. A lot of our students and people who approach us, they exactly want to do these things. They want to move away from the field job, from the safety work, and into the more corporate world, interacting with the rest of the world, with global clients. That's something that you're going to do. What I want to understand from you is, obviously, since now you're about to join, and you would have done the same process with other companies also from the core. How different was the culture here? How different is the culture in the IT industries, in the company that you're joining, obviously, and how is it different from the previous companies? Plus, about the difference in salary structures that you have observed here.
Yeah, coming to the salary structures, the person who might be working as a safety officer or safety engineer. So if they are getting around 5 to 6 lakhs package, so if they have learned SAP EHS course, they might be getting around 10 to 4 lakhs of package as a fresher. Okay, if a person is having more than 5 years of experience into domain part, he might be getting around 15 to 18 package. So it depends upon the company's budget. Okay, but as I said earlier, so if you have done
It also
if you
depends.
have experience
It
in,
also depends on how you give the interview actually. So how well you give
yes,
the
it also
interview, your
depends
package is
on that.
decided on that only. Sometimes
Yes,
company, if they have very strict requirement, they need to hire someone with whatever knowledge he has. They would give lesser package but still hire. But at the end of the day, the better you prepare, the better package you are going to get.
yes.
Yeah.
So there are lot more there are lot of companies. Okay, if you are immediate joiner into SAP reaches, okay, they will soonly grab you with a good number of package. Okay, if you want to move to SAP HS, so and you are a immediate joiner, then you will be getting a very good opportunities and a very good package into SAP. So this I was observed. Okay, so present in my company where I was working, I have a notice period of 90 days. Okay, so uh, whereas in IT, so they want quick joiners, immediate joiners or quick joiners, or 30 days. So if you have 30 days notice period, it will be very helpful. And if you have a experience into SAP, uh, get trained from GetSkill, and you will be getting a very good package.
Yeah, this is a good point actually, and this is what we do after preparing a resume when we are uploading on the other portals. That's what we've specifically mentioned, right? That we are trying to mention that the notice period is less, right?
Yes.
That's one of the ways, to get calls easily and quickly.
Easily, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And the companies are more interested in people who are quick joiners,
Quick
because
joiners,
the
yes.
another good point about people who are able to join early is that the interviewer is only focused about what he needs from you. He doesn't want to know everything about SAP HS and other SAP modules.
Right,
But if you're going
right.
to get a 30 days or 90 days notice period, then your competition is people who are already working into SAP HS, into the IT companies for many years. So that is where you create the difference. You come in and you say that, okay, I know these two modules very well. I have studied six, but I know these two very well. And you need these two,
Yes,
and I will be able to do this. Okay, I'll be joining in 30 days or 15 days, whatever. That's where you create the difference with. And
yes.
right, that was a very good point, actually. Another thing I want to ask is that what is the kind of negotiation happened in salary? Did they agree for whatever you asked very soon, or did they say no sometimes, or you went back and forth?
Coming to the salary part, so initial round to HR, so they will be asking what is my current package and what is my expecting package. Okay, whatever the package we are I have asked. Okay, so they have accepted the same thing. So there was no depreciation in the salary. So whatever the package, whether it is of 16 lakhs or 18 lakhs or 20 lakhs, whatever. So they have agreed for the package. So salary was not at all their concern part. So they want to only match their JD to my profile only.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So what was the salary hike you received this time? I mean, in terms of percentage. So from your previous experience, like what was your salary and now what is going to be your package?
So I have got 80% increment from my previous salary. So
So okay, that's great. I mean, we don't need to discuss the numbers, but let's say the previous package was around 10, and now the new package would be obviously somewhere with a good hike. And
yeah,
as and since I have my own family members working in safety who moved to other jobs later, and so I can understand like getting stuck in a safety job to get that kind of hike in a safety job would take around 4 to 5 years, maybe, plus all the hard work required on sites. I'm not saying that what the companies are doing in safety is any
Yeah,
lesser?
yes. Yeah, what I observed in India, EHS safety jobs, so the jobs are number of, because there are a lot of construction happening all over the India, but the package they are offering is very less compared to the other fields. Okay, so whereas into if you learn SAP EHS, so the same person who is working for 2 hours, okay, only for 900 hours, he is getting 100% more package which he was getting now, which I was observed.
Yes, yes, and uh, the point is that why we are discussing all these things is that I want to give an idea to the people who are the most of our audience are from safety people only. And if we have a very
Yes.
specific audience, we don't cater to the wider audience here on our channel or on our videos also. What I want the people to understand is that when you move from safety to IT, what are the things you have to study? What are the type of interviews you will go through? Is the content that we are delivering, is it enough or not, or do you need to gather content from somewhere else? So in my opinion, it has been enough for a lot of people. Till now we have placed a lot of people. One more thing, Harish, I want to understand and make it very clear for everyone. You would have studied with some people in the batch, you would have studied with 5 to 6 people, others might not have got the job and you got the job. Okay. So I want the difference that I feel is that because you kept practicing, you said that I keep listening to the
Yes.
videos, I
Yes.
keep using the
That's true.
paper. So when you say that use pen and paper for practicing, the configuration of property tree, that
Yes.
comes straight from the tips that we gave you. We told you that, you have to write everything down and so that you don't forget later, right?
Yes.
So
Correct.
that means you have
That's
followed all the
true.
tips. But at the same time, what happens is, not everyone does that, and they don't even attend the full classes, and later they might feel that our time has been wasted and all those things. So one thing I really want to make clear for everyone: how important is it to complete all the classes, attend all the classes, even if you're not coming to class, look at the recording later on the application, and then how important is it to practice? I mean, other than what we're delivering, obviously.
So see, I have the videos from the past 1 year. I have the material. I have everything. Okay. Only when I have practiced on pen and paper, I have done number of configuration, number of specifications, practice it in server. Then only I got this job. Okay. So not over a night or not over a month. So by practicing a number of times and by watching the training sessions where I have done mistakes, I have gone through, and after finishing of my interview, what are the questions I have written down, what are the questions they have been asking, and where I have missed uh, my answer. Everything I have been noted in pen and paper. Then again, I came back to the videos and the configuration part which you have been shared in the Excel sheet. Then again, I have gone through, and then again I have practiced. So I had a lot of material which you have provided by GetSkill, but what the effort I have kept for getting an interview is to practice daily. Okay, if you are busy today, 2 days, 3 days, it's okay, but don't give a gap of 15 days or 1 month. So you need to practice at least half an hour, at least spend half an hour time in the server and practice each day. Okay, especially for the product safety and other specification activities, all those things. So this is the one suggestion which I want to give to the other students as well.
Okay, thanks, Harish. And right, and what you said is that also I just want to emphasize that it is not very difficult to learn SAP. It doesn't require a lot of time. It just requires some practice so that you get used to
Practice,
the
yes, yes.
yes, so that
It's
you get used to
see,
the system, so that when interviewer is asking you about a question, you are not fumbling there, right? You're giving a confidence to the interviewer that I have practiced it so many times that I know about what you're asking about and I know the keywords.
we cannot tell. It is very easy. SAP, the course is very easy. Even to write the nebos is very difficult. Even so, people were talking about nebo certificate, right? Okay, to clear that nebo certificate is very difficult. But SAP it is very easy compared to the nebo certification.
Yeah, I
Did you
mean,
you
right, we don't even
just
have that exam after the
yeah.
course, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Negotiation
right.
is very difficult course,
Nibosh, actually,
but
I know. I mean, safety job is a very difficult job. It requires a lot of skills actually, plus a lot of mental and physical patience and stamina.
yes, yes, patience.
So, but
A lot of field work is also more. in
Yes, yes, yes.
safety.
Along with that, and plus, but it is very unfortunate that even after doing, learning so many things, and people are not paid what they should be paid. I mean, it's just an
Yes.
unfortunate situation. I mean, we can't do anything about it. But okay, I think what you have been able to do, the others will be able to do also. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Harish, now since you have got the new job after so many interviews and so much hard work, and you're now going to an IT MNC now. So just wanted to know from you, like, what are your hopes now from this new job? What are the things that you are hoping to change for better and for worse? And what are the things that you think you will like about this job now, which you may have hated before in your previous career? Okay, please
Yes.
go on.
So, so I was so first of all, I need to understand the role of the SAP EHS consultants, and I need to get the KT from the team. Then I need to develop my strong analysis and problem solving skills. Like I need to keep updated the industrial trends, port regulations, all those things, and I need to be uh, flexible. The timings in the core is different than the timings of for the IT is different. So here we have a hybrid mode and work from home mode, which is very useful for my personal works and for my uh, personal professional life. So so there will be a lot of difference for domain job profile and for the SAP HS profile. Yeah, there is enough. One
Okay,
more.
okay. And how are you feeling about the work from home part? I mean, obviously that is
Yeah,
a relief for everyone.
yeah, that is the relief part very much. So I'll be getting 2 weekends,
I
Saturday
mean,
and Sunday,
right, right,
so I
right. I
can
mean,
spend more time. I can spend more time with my family.
yes, yes, yes. And that's something that should be by default in all the industries, but what can we say about it? Okay, Harish, I mean, I hope that you have a really good career ahead, and very congratulations on, moving to the new industry. Thanks for speaking to us, and stay in touch, and help other students when they want to move towards this. Okay, you'll be a better guide for them. And now we are colleagues, so we both are into the same
Yeah,
industry and same job now.
both same industries, same job. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Manish. Thank you for this opportunity. I say it was a nice conversation.